Kevin, you there? Well, in the intro, what I wanted to do anyways at the start before we get too far, is look at a little background on sanitation and the problem. So, by most estimates, and this will be starting with the other one here, by most estimates, over 50%, as high as 60%. Yes, he's there. By 60% of people in the I just finished talking to me, so right are in me. So those two are going to yes, ready when you are. I just. Um, 60% of the people. Calling you now. No, you can't call me now. Didn't get it anyway, so let's go over here, link, and that page. But it has all kinds of problems as a result, not least of which, as all the issues that I'm sure you've seen in the last year in India with all the rapes, etc. One of the big reasons is because people don't, they sort of hold it as long as they can, and then they go out at night where there's no one around, and then they get raped as a result. So, I mean, it's a nightmare scenario. I can say nothing good about it. So Kevin is working to help end it. He works as part of Project Sammaan, which is, I'll be over on that screen for a second. This is a product that we will be about real fast. They go in mainly, and I don't know how to pronounce it, BHUA Banshwa. And what he does is help set up sanitation systems. And you can see one here. It's really just a single bathroom. It's a basically a communal bathroom area. I think I'll show them both, maybe. No? Okay, I'll send it there. And I've lost it both fields. So, hello. Sound right. Nothing's there? Sound right. Sorry for being greedy and trying to make it perfect. Just go ahead. We disconnect it, reconnect here. One here. Okay. I have both of them on. PC. Set left. Okay, so that one's working. Look over here, Project Sammaan. Watch it over here. Set left. All right, here we go. Project Sammaan. And this is, as I said, they're sanitation systems. They estimate $50 billion, which is approximately the amount of Hurricane Sandy per year lost as a result of sanitation. And this is the mind-boggling one. One child number 5, this is globally. But he did it last year when he spoke. He figured out there was like 30 people had died in the time he was talking as a result of sanitation problems. Just mind-boggling. So there's all kinds of reasons for it, etc. Some of them People just don't leave things potty where they need to. When they rather go outside, they're used to it. Here's the video that we started to show before.
Sanitation areas are expanding. Hundreds of millions of forced years show new risk of overnavigation due to lack of adequate facilities. Every day, closed movies are lost. Every day, available sanitation-related deaths number in the thousands, with women and children, especially at risk. In 2009, Quicksand undertook a global installation for the pandemic after the This was a in-depth design research study focusing on understanding three things: the end-user experience and community-affiliated facilities within India's slums, end-user perceptions, attitudes, and mental models around sanitation and hygiene, and the supply-side aspects of community sanitation in slums, including things such as pricing, operations and maintenance, filtering, and business models.
Hello.
That really said a couple of things that really drove our next steps to the project's out. The first one, we want you all to see it.
Hello. Hello, Bonaventure. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all, so I don't know if you can hear me. Hello. Can you see me? Hello. Hello, Bonaventure. This has got to be one of the most maddening experiences. I don't know if you can hear me. Why don't you talk? I am. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank God. I think this is a good introduction to how wonderful life in India can be. Internet connection is not the best in the world. So, but listen, I've been following the weather back home, and my God, thank you all for coming. I hope that this is worth your time and sacrifice, because that cold is nothing to trifle with. So. I'll try and make this as brief and painless as possible. And also, since there's still two of us, we can have this be more conversational if I could ever hear you. So, in any event, my name is Kevin Shane, as I'm sure Jim has already informed you. I'm a Bonaventure graduate. I graduated way back in 1999, which feels like yesterday, which is crazy. Allegheny, so not more than a few miles where you're sitting right now. But we're going to show the video from Project Sammaan. Fantastic. So, but I'm most likely talking to you tonight not because of where I'm sitting. I'm in Delhi, India right now. I've been here for 3 years. This May actually marks 5 years of living overseas, and a majority of that time being spent in quote-unquote developing countries. So, but to back up a little bit, I'll start. I graduated in 1999, and as I said, it feels like only yesterday. I'm sure, like most of you in this room right now, you probably can empathize. When I was in school, my only thought was really getting out of school and getting on with my life and getting a real job in the real world and becoming an adult. Which, if any of you are feeling that way, please rethink that entirely. Embrace your time at Bonaventure and stay there forever. But in any event, I didn't really spend too much time. I got a degree in journalism. I always knew that I liked to write. I really enjoyed engaging with people. But I, like many of my classmates, didn't spend too much time thinking about what happens after graduation. I was singularly focused on getting gainfully employed and earning a paycheck and being independent and celebrating all the wonderful things that came along with that. So, and why I would caution you to not do this approach is that I found, all of a sudden about 6 years went by and I was meandering from one job to the next that I didn't really enjoy, and it was more, I found myself in the position of having to take jobs because I needed money. I needed to pay rent and things like that. So I kind of got away from what I went to school for, what I felt I was passionate about. But it did lead to some incredible experiences, and one of which was my last job in America. I was in television advertising, which in New York, it was fantastic. I made an unbelievable amount of money. I had an expense account, and I got to, New York was my oyster, so to speak, and I enjoyed it. I did not get much professional fulfillment out of that experience, and I honestly spent a number of years kind of with a lot of things, making a lot of money, but fundamentally unhappy, and really kind of questioning, if I have such a great job and such a high-paying job, and I'm living in this wonderful, one of the greatest cities on earth, why am I not happy? So, and I was fortunate enough to have a wonderful girlfriend at the time who helped me kind of think through what was making me unhappy and what did I need to do to fix that. And she posited this question to me, which is very stark and will seem very negative way of thinking about things. But she said, if you were hit by a bus tomorrow, how would your obituary read? And what would be your legacy? What would you leave behind? And I had to face the reality that, well, I was a guy who was pretty good in advertising and good at product integration and making money for others and as well as myself. So, and what sort of lesson does that leave behind for others that follow in my footsteps? So that led to a rather drastic reevaluation of life's priorities and the decision to effectively give away, sell, or toss all my possessions that could not fit into a backpack. So, and just as a disclaimer, it's a very large backpack, so I could fit a lot of stuff in there. So, but I took off. Yeah. Hello. I can't hear you at all, Jim. Go back to when? Okay. Can you hear me all right? Okay, good. Your picture is totally frozen and I can't hear you at all. So if you need me, just I am. And if I'm rambling or if you guys want to ask a question, please just tell me. So I ended up, giving away or throwing out all of my possessions, save for what I could cram into a backpack, and spent about 3 months just meandering around the world, which was awesome. Truth be told. So, started in the Ukraine, wound up in Greece and Turkey and Italy and Russia, and that was my first visit to India, Thailand, and then settled down for a year in Cambodia, where I was a preschool teacher, of all things. And that was my first ever real extended stay in a very poor country, and seeing, on a daily basis what this notion of base of pyramid and what abject poverty really looks like. And that was very obviously unsettling, and kind of inspired me to get back to my communications roots, but in a context and a setting which was kind of in some way helping other people. So I came back to the U.S. for a few months. I was kind of just searching online for different jobs. Ended up spending a couple of months backpacking through Central America, which was really, really great. And on a lark, I found this job posting for a communications lead at a company in India that was launching a sanitation project, and they needed someone to handle all of the communications related work. So things like documenting the project with photography and videography, running the websites and the blog, and attending conferences. It was like the best case scenario ever. And what made it even more incredible was that it was set in urban slums in India. So this was, I think as I've gotten older, I guess more when I was younger, I would avoid, just for fun, turn up your audio. Let's see. How does that? Oh. I'll just start yelling. I'm really loud. Okay, good. Yeah, I've got my volume maxed out, so I'm totally technologically inept, so we're screwed if you're relying on me. So, but I think when I was younger, I would really try, and I was I think very introverted and very shy, and I hesitant to be in difficult situations. I guess I would, not to be overly dramatic, but I guess I would consider myself a quitter. I'd walk away from things when it got too tough, and so as I've gotten older, I've kind of, out of the regret born out of those past missed opportunities and past experiences in which I had an opportunity to persevere and push through. I told myself, listen, any opportunity that comes your way, just try. And even if you fail, actually, even better. I mean, I've learned more from my failures than I ever had my successes. That's for sure. And I've had an equal amount of both. But so as I was sitting there thinking about this, I'd been to India, but being a tourist, you don't really the daily life, especially in challenging environments. And so to me, it was like, listen, this is put your money where your mouth is. Either you're being honest with yourself and that you're willing to go anywhere and do anything in order to help people, or you're just full of shit and you should just move on with your life. So I came here in February. Actually, this Thursday will be 3 years exactly. And within a week of being here, I went to a slum for the first time in my life. Now, I can say in all honesty, and I actually wrote a blog post about this afterwards, that on the way to the slum, I was terrified, absolutely terrified. Oh my, what if this is too much? What if I can't handle this? And what does that mean for my career and this opportunity? Do I have to pack it in and leave so soon? And what was amazing is that, yes, it was very, very difficult to see people in the slum we went to. Was with sunlight. You're not talking about a small little neighborhood. I mean, this is a town with no running water, no electricity, no toilets. And but what was truly striking about it is that the people in this community welcomed us with open arms. I mean, we went into their homes and had tea, and they served us food, and this amazing. Hello. I got a horrible echo going, Jim. You're on 2 laptops right now.
Here. What volume did work?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got dual laptops going. This is very high tech. So anyway, yeah. Hello?
There we go.
I've got just you, Jim, right now. Can you hear me?
Can you? Yes.
Okay, I've got a pretty brutal echo effect going on. We'll plow through this thing. What?